Actually,
Starting the recording on that one. What?
Aren't you talking? I want me to talking.
Okay, that's as close as you're gonna be able to get, bud. So, this is not what I had planned on streaming today. This was planned on being streamed tomorrow. The reason why it's being streamed today, and I'm sure I'm gonna have to explain it several times today, depending on when people get in, and why I didn't really have any songs predicted today or anything like that, is I'm salty. I started my morning off, I was gonna play some Dead Space Extraction. The problem is, PlayStation 3 never got a setting or anything, any update like that to remove HDCP. Hey Payne, how you doing today? You know what? This is perfect timing. So, I'm late today, because I spent the last hour and a half, 2 hours or so, troubleshooting, capturing my PlayStation 3 so I can play Dead Space Extraction today. Apparently the PlayStation 3 never got an update to remove HDCP. So it still has HDCP on a hardware level. Cool, whatever. It plays fine on my TV while plugged into my Elgato until I activate the software. The second I open up OBS or Elgato software, that's when it goes to the black screen because guess what? HDCP kicks in and says no, F you. The only way to really capture is to have a very specific HDMI splitter that takes the signal from the PlayStation and decodes it so that it can be picked up by another device, i.e. in this case, the Elgato. The problem I have is I don't have that splitter. I don't have that type of splitter. I've never needed that type of splitter because it's never been an issue. So I go through, I'm like, I know I've done, when I first started doing this, I captured my PlayStation 3 because I used to play Ratchet & Clank, and I made a couple walkthroughs with it, so I know I've done it before on my Elgato. So I still have my original boxy Elgato game capture device, the one they came out with many years ago, that captured that kind of thing. Cool. Go ahead, pull it up, get it plugged in. Can't find my component cable for my PlayStation 3. It's somewhere in my house, don't know where it is. So I gotta find that now. But regardless, I plug in the Elgato capture device, and normally it says no signal. It doesn't do that. So I look into it. Apparently, Elgato stopped supporting the original capture device. So even if I did get that to work and find the cable for it, I can't use it anyway because Elgato doesn't support the device anymore. So, a little bit of a salty morning today. I do have Extraction. I had every intention of playing it today. It just kind of things effed me a lot. So I just gotta figure out how to get that to work. But I did get it. I played the demo. That demo was a nice little, like, oh my god. But yeah, that's how my morning's going. How's your day going? Did you hear anything back from your interview? That's how my day's going. Oh, and then there's this side, I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like streaming today because now I'm frustrated. But I'm like, you know what? I want to play Monster Hunter. Not yet.
What do you want?
It's the anticipation.
You want that?
Don't want what?
You like that one?
I don't even know what mission I'm doing yet, bud. Hold on. We gotta pick a quest. So we decided on playing hunting monsters. So we're playing Monster Hunter, which is going to infuriate some people the way I play Monster Hunter because I don't play I don't like to lock myself into one weapon set. So I will sit here and I will use every single weapon set there is in the game.
Huh?
And I like doing the side missions. People usually like rush to the different high-ranking missions. I don't. Hi, you talking? You say hi?
Hi.
My daughter says hi. Yeah, you can talk. You can talk normally. It picks you up.
Actually, you need actually food. You actually need food, Daddy. Take that one that you're gonna eat. Please.
Okay. I don't need anything special this time. It's just I have to beat up small monsters. Hi.
You need this one.
I also know this is a game that a lot of people don't want to play because they feel like they can't get into it. And it's actually extremely easy if the right person explains how to play the game. Because when I was explaining how to play it, it was back on the 3DS where the controls were really garbage, and obviously you had to control the camera with like your stylus, or hitting the right bumper to lock your camera behind you and do that kind of stuff. So I played it on the worst control schemes possible, and it's now evolved into what it is now, where it has like a very fantastic control scheme. And I like to play with all the weapons. I don't like getting locked down on one type and going, yeah, this is what I'm using from now on. But I did play the Severed DLC, and the Severed DLC, even though I didn't play anything past the demo for Extraction, there was a lot of stuff in that DLC that was like a giant, oh my god, I just went through and played that. Oh, Monster Hunter World? Monster Hunter World is fantastic.
Might as well put this to
I put so many hours in the world before the Iceborne DLC came out, and then I never did the Iceborne DLC. I'll eventually play it. Because thankfully Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Rise have like the same-ish mechanics. Minus the fact that this one obviously has a lot more verticality to it. This is actually a very good game, so if you have a Switch, I strongly recommend it. Just for the fact that, like, they improve so much on this game. From World, which is already a mass improvement. Spider-Man's good, too.
Okay, I'm gonna help you.
You're gonna help me hunt the monster, okay.
Yay.
We're looking for small monsters that look like lizards. Yellow lizards.
But I'm gonna help you attack them.
Protect them?
Oh no, attack.
Oh, attack them. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I see one either.
I'm so salty about that, though. And I had, like, a huge, like, issue getting the game on PS3 last night, too, because it was garbage. The PS3 Marketplace was never good, and they kind of just let it stay garbage until the very end.
Hey,
They're closing it in August, and I can understand 100% why.
Come back, you. Here, you. Hey, thanks.
Because, I had to... So my issues with this whole entire thing started last night, where I, yeah. Spider-Man's great. He has GPS trackers on everything and then loses all the backpacks. But, basically, I went to go buy the game last night because I had the demo, played the demo, tested it out. I only have one DualShock 3 controller, so it would only be me playing it. You stole something off me. Give it back. So it's only gonna be me, which, you know, whatever. The, Marketplace is so garbage that I had to try and buy the game 13 times on my card that's saved on the account from, like, years ago. And it still wouldn't let it go through. So I tried to do the PayPal option. It wouldn't go through. Because it kept telling me I had the wrong password. But then...
I'm okay.
That was, like, clutch save of the year, and I got it on camera. Oh my god. You're alright, bud? Did it scare you?
Yes.
Okay. So, when I tell you to sit, are you gonna sit? Okay. Yeah, he's fine. I caught him. Is this why you need to sit, bud? You can't be standing on the chair.
Yeah.
It's okay. He has very feminine hair. Just fine. Good save, bud. You're alright. High five. Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
That's like one of those, like, dad compilations you see on Facebook where the dad, like, saves the kid, like, at the last second before he gets hit on the swings. That was that just now. Okay. I forgot what I was saying. Oh. Oh, no, I do have a daughter. She's over there playing with her doll right now. I think I actually might have said daughter because I was too busy, like, catching him. Wouldn't surprise me. What's up, bud?
I actually just want to just do what on you now.
Well, it's kind of hard to play games with you on my lap.
Yeah, but it's probably good to play games if I'm on you, yeah.
Okay, anyway. So, 13 times I had to buy it with my card. I had to log in with my PayPal. It kept telling me my PayPal was wrong. Even though I literally signed out of the app on my phone and signed back in with the exact same information and it worked. So that didn't work. And it was like, oh, you can buy it again tomorrow. I'm like, I want to buy it today so I can play it tomorrow. So I tried my card for the 13th time. And it goes through as I'm loading up the PlayStation Store on my computer so I can just buy it on the website if I have to. Or buy PlayStation points or whatever they're called to do it. And it finally goes through. And it's like, we had to download a 3.5 gig download for it. Because I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It's like the original games where it's going to, or the Xbox 360 where it's going to download the entire game. Makes sense. It downloaded a demo, downloads a game. No, it proceeds to apparently upgrade the demo version, which I already had. So it upgrades it to the full version. It just unlocks it, apparently. And then it starts to download the demo version a second time, so I can maintain the demo version. So I waited 81 minutes to watch it re-download the demo version, so I have two versions of Extraction on my hard drive right now, and it's just being a pain. And it won't let me delete it, the second version, because it's saying it's the base game. So if I delete it, I have to re-download the base game again, and then it downloads the demo again.
I didn't fall Daddy.
So.
I did fun.
Last night was a very fun experience with me. I was like, God, please I just want to play this game. Good game, though. So, I'm assuming you're familiar with the demo of that game. That demo is a giant mindfuck. Especially at the way it ends. That's why I really wanted to play it today. That's why I gotta find this cable and find a way to get this to work. Because that demo was fantastic. Like I said, fantastic is my favorite adjective. For if something being awesome. But like, that was so good. Like, just the fact that your character is losing his sanity. A, Lexine is the same Lexine from the Dead Space DLC. So that was cool. I was like, oh, that's the same one. And then when I was playing the Severed DLC, I recognized the name. Obviously, Gabe's a different character from what it seems. But, I was like, oh, I know who that is. And then you start watching him go insane and just killing his own people, and it ends with him getting shot and them saying he killed everyone without a gun. But you definitely had a rivet gun. You need to sit before you fall again, dude. You just went over this. You just fell 3 seconds ago. I don't really need to fight this monster, but I'm going to anyway. So that was awesome. I had a great experience just with the demo alone. I will say the controls are kind of iffy on a PlayStation, but it's still awesome. I gotta figure out how to get it to work. Like I said, my alternative is to play it on the Wii U, and that should be even more of a hassle. Probably better controls, but hassle. And expensive too. It's like $35 for a used version on eBay. Oh, I ran out of stamina. Damn. Visage was awesome too. So, oddly enough, I beat Dead Space 2's hardcore mode the other day, and for whatever reason, I was looking at like how long to beat for the Severed DLC for something like that. Not that it really mattered because the Severed DLC was very short. I beat it twice in the span of an hour and a half. Hold on. And I look at it, and the actual world record for Dead Space 2 got set the day that I beat it on hardcore. That was awesome. I actually watched the guy's stream afterwards. He beat it on any percent with a glitch in an hour. He beat the entire game, an hour and 24 minutes, something like that. Which then got beat again like a day later. But still, an hour and 21 minutes for the entirety of Dead Space 2. And he also holds the world record for doing it glitchless in 2 hours and 4 minutes or something like that. And I'm like thoroughly impressed by that. I need to watch his stream again to see how he did that. He does it all the time.
Right here.
I know you're right there. Trust me, there's no way I can confirm that you're right there. What was that attack? I need to see what that is. Every weapon in this game has a different attack based off the, What?
I didn't know the dog had a bony. That guy's going away.
Yeah, we're gonna chase him. We don't have to chase him, but we're going to, because I want to. So I have to be careful, because if I kill 2 more of the small monsters, it's gonna end the run. But every gun in this game, every weapon in this game, sorry, I said gun. I don't know, it depends. Like, all the Legend of Zelda ones are all based off of them glitching it, basically. There's, like, a easy way to get to the very end by doing that. So I guess there's something to be said about that, but I don't know. I couldn't do a glitch in a game just to beat it on a faster time. There's also it's weird. There's a death percent run category for the game where they just literally try and die as fast as possible, which is interesting to me as well, because that's something the exact opposite of what you want to do on Dead Space. Oh, that's what that does. Okay. I need you two to stop. Oh wait, shit. There's also one of the new mechanics for this game where you can do this. Some of the glitches are impressive because they break the game in a way that I never thought was possible for some games. Like the Dead Space one, there's a way that you can completely skip like all of Chapter 7, which throws me off. So it completely skips the entire elevator scene, all of that. I got killed the Woo Drop. Oops. I did the thing that was gonna end it faster. I still loved using dual blades. full on Demon Blade mode. Animu character. No, okay, you two need to stop. Stop or leave. Stop or leave. Stop or leave. Both of you can stop or leave. Yeah, well, that's why I'm kind of glad the same person does like actual glitchless runs, because those are pretty impressive to watch. A little bit that. Agree with me? Okay, had to break up the fight. But he does do glitchless runs of it, which, like I said, I think it's like a 2 hour and 4 minute is his highest speed. It's like Shark Hat, something. I followed him the day I saw it. I was like, impressed. I'm usually always impressed by speedruns, because they go through like some of the crazy stuff to do it. And he like didn't stop. He was just like, psst. Unless he had to fight something, he didn't fight. He just ran through it all, just with the plasma cutter, it looked like. I have to watch it again. It'd be better if it was on YouTube. It looks like it's only on Twitch, so I had to like watch it on Twitch. Which their VODs are like kind of iffy, to put it nicely. Oh. So what I'm doing, keep getting sidetracked. Every single weapon in this game has a different attack depending on what one you're using in the Wisp, and then you can change your switch skills. So I can do Demon Fury Rush, or I can do like Demon Flight, which is a different attack pattern. Every weapon has like different switch skills that you can switch around. So instead of just having to use the one Demon Fury or Demon Flurry, I can do a whole different Demon Flight if I wanted to do it with these blades. It's crazy. They added so much more stuff to it. But you have like a little wisp that helps you with your verticality and getting like up into places that you normally can't reach, and getting on top of the monsters. And I love it. It's so good. Don't have kids. Or at least don't have them where they can distract you. I got distracted just now because I just sent them away because they were fighting over here. And my son decided to then sit in a chair and knock himself off of it. Look at doofus. No. I'm always an advocate for people to stream and start streaming, because it's actually, even with the technical difficulties I had this morning, I had this set aside for tomorrow anyway. I had a plan B, so even with the technical difficulties, stupid stuff happening, it's still a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it. Yeah, it's true, you did help raise your nephew for 6 years, so you're used to that. All the distractions and everything. But, this is very true. I'm always an advocate for doing it. It's just, yeah, like, it sounds like you don't have that great of internet, so that's already a problem. And then, yeah, having a decent computer. My friend does it off a laptop. He does it fine off there. He uses an Elgato to capture, like, the gameplay part of things. So, that does, like, a good portion of the work, but yeah, a computer definitely helps. Can we not? They have chosen to not have brains today. Is it a prism? Oh, okay. Oh. That might be a little difficult. That was my laptop. I miss my laptop. It was like the best laptop I ever had. There were times it was better than this computer. And this computer's about 10 years old. Actually, you know what? 10-year laptop, 10-year computer. That's true. The PS4 does have a built-in broadcaster thing.
Might as well put this to use.
Actually, surprisingly enough, the PlayStation 4's broadcaster thing is actually really good. My friend uses it every so often. Ooh, there's an unknown monster here. List of things I probably shouldn't fight when I'm just looking for collectibles.
One step closer to completion.
Ride my dog. Let's go, doggy. Yeah. Especially if you're on a data cap. Really? What are you? Oh, the Roggy. Okay. The one thing I wish they would just add into Monster Hunter is a pause feature, because I need to pause here in a second. The children are continuing to choose violence. Oh, there's a Demon Flurry Rush. If I remember the Demon Blades correctly, the way they work is you want to, like, smack them enough till that bar fills up, and then your blades do more damage. Despite, like, losing any thing. Yeah, no, I mean, if you go over that data cap, it's going to be way more costly than not. I've done that many times, and I hate doing it. The cost of doing that is way more than it's worth. Ah, it stays on for a while. I've never actually used this one's wisp thing. I forgot what they're called already. Yeah, I might be bad at that, because 50 gigs to me sounds like nothing anymore, and that's... I don't know. That seems very low. Especially the way games are now. You couldn't download the newest Call of Duty on that one. Cold War wouldn't download. You'd get like halfway, you'd get a third of the way through, and it would be like, nope, done. Smack this thing up a little more. Oh no, that's not good. You can download Call of Duty like 4 times. I always make fun of Call of Duty because Call of Duty is just ridiculous with their data usage. I need this poison to go away. I had someone tell me, they tried to justify the fact that Call of Duty takes up that much memory as a modern game. I'm like, Monster Hunter just came out and it's like 4 gigs. Like Halo, the Master Chief Collection takes like 150 gigs itself. But it's also 5 or 6 games now, plus a multiplayer for each game. So, and then someone's like, oh, it's older hard. I think it's like Activision said that it's not going to run on a base PlayStation 4 anymore because it takes up too much memory. Like, that shouldn't be a thing. Your game shouldn't be so big that it doesn't fit on a base model of a console. It shouldn't take up like a third of my monthly allotted internet connection to download your game. That's just insane to me. God, I hate being poisoned. Okay. I can find a single one of these prisms. The one that I do like is they added the on the map itself. There's a whoop. There's me falling down. Well, that sucked. They added those little circles that tell me where the items are that I can find them. That used to not be in any of the Monster Hunters, if you remember, so this is nice. I'm afraid to know what your internet bill is, because if I remember the prices up in California for Spectrum, they were not pretty. And from some of the other ones, too, I always see, like, other big streamers like Ninja or even Ray Narvaez and stuff like that. They pay like $300 a month internet bills, and that blows me away just for internet. Granted, they have like the best service you can possibly get. Okay, $45 a month. That's not. It's not the worst. There's some of us I used to see that used to pay $65 a month for internet itself, and then they had to pay an extra $5 for the Wi-Fi router that the company provided, and then they only had like a little bit less than that, usually like 50. So that's not the worst, definitely not good, but definitely not the worst. It'd still take you a year and a half to download anything, I'm assuming. Yeah. I always advocated away from using company-provided routers. There you go. That's the one I more commonly saw. Even some ASUS's. Anything is better than what we used. They used like some ASCII brand that was just garbage. It broke more than anything else. We knew there was a problem, and people still used them. Our company swore by them, and it made no sense whatsoever. We had a giant we had a learning area where it's kind of like Google for the company, and we actually had a ongoing updated page of just issues with the routers that we were giving out to people for their gig service that just constantly kept getting updated with, if you have more examples, please send it into this. It's like, I shouldn't have examples. Oh, do the Rocky twice. Yeah, I couldn't. That's why I can't work for an internet provider again. I give credit to my friends that are still working for the company. I couldn't do it. My friends gave me credit for staying there as long as I did, because they all quit. The people who actually convinced me to work there and were part of my team when I started, they all left, like, within a year of me being there. Even my sister-in-law started working there for a little bit, and she was gone after the first, like, 4 months. They gave me credit for staying for 3 freaking years. I get they're trying to sell a service, but they should always try and sell a service correctly. Oh, yeah, this is my favorite part. So capturing monsters is so much easier in this game, too. There's that little blue symbol next to the Roggy's head on the top left. That little blue symbol means that I can capture it. So they just straight up tell you when you can do things. Just need it to run into this trap. Like that. And mine. Oh, that's annoying. Then they don't tell you about, like, the other fees, like their Wi-Fi fee, their modem lease fee. I have Optimum, and they did that to me, and it irritated me to the point where, like, I saw a bill that was $127 from the $70 I was paying. And they're like, oh, you were part of a 1-year deal that was going on at the time. I'm like, yeah, well, no. I returned their stupid modem that they had me use. Arguably a good modem, but I just wasn't dealing with it. The $20 lease for that. Oh, that would've been nice. That's what that sounds like. It sounds like it's $25 a month. That sounds perfect for the amount that you're getting. I'm assuming that's not even close to the case. Oh, the first time payment. Yeah. We had that a lot too, because Spectrum started doing a cable TV or a streaming service. Again, never worked. We kept telling them to stop giving them to the internet queue because it doesn't fucking work. They did anyway. Yes, Grayson. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay, yeah. Can I get up there? Huh. Nice. So they basically just, like, swindled you out of $10 that they basically said it was 25 or 35 with that $10 adjustment because it's only 45. Perfect. I couldn't be in marketing. I couldn't be in sales either for an internet provider. I know someone who's getting into it at Spectrum. They're so happy that they're becoming a Spectrum outdoor salesperson. I was like, you are the reason why my job sucked.
That ball's supposed to be red, Dad.
What ball's supposed to be red? What are you smoking, kid? Like, oh, I get to be outdoor sales. The sales team was the worst part of the company. Because of that exact reason. They kept giving out... I needed to take a picture of that and I just killed it. God damn it. They just kept giving away deals that didn't exist. Yeah, that was us too. They didn't tell us about the data cap when I lived at my parents until we found out the one year. That was a very, very expensive bill that I had to help pay. Understandably, considering I'm the one that used all the data. But that was a very expensive bill that I had to pay. I also want to see what happens when I'm done playing this game today, because the last time I played this, my Switch was like on fire when I took it out of the dock. So I'm not sure if the dock I'm using is just bad, because it's a used one from GameStop, or if it's something else. What ball? It's blue!
Yeah.
It's supposed to be blue.
It's supposed to be red.
It's supposed to be...
It's supposed to be the rainbows.
It's supposed to be blue.
Rainbows.
I'm going to eat you.
Blue.
I'm going to play the Doom music and eat you.
Rainbow.
Nice. So as you already have the pen to the paper, they're like, oh, by the way... Where is this? Is this path up there?
This looks useful.
I'm sorry. Kids change in fun ways. There was a time where my entire being was fuck them kids. Now, you know, I have them. Granted, some days they're lucky they're cute. Will not deny that. Huh?
They do?
Yes. Some days you are lucky you are cute.
Yeah. Some days I was cute and totally famous.
Oh, is that a rune over there? Huh. I should be able to run this too. The cool part about this game is they added a lot of like maneuver, or not maneuverability, verticality to it that wasn't in the other games. One of the cool things they added was the ability to wall run, and this is not one of those walls. Okay. Oddly enough, my son is not in the drawing. However, if you give my daughter a pen and some paper, she will sit there and draw quietly for like hours. And then you've got my son who's sitting here like just trying to get my attention for something I've already looked at. On my phone? My phone's off right now, bud.
I want you to call it.
Here, I'll pretend I'm talking to you through my mic. How's that? What's up? I used to draw clowns, including Pennywise. I mean, listen, as long as he didn't actually see Pennywise, we're okay. There's a problem with your toy collection is the fact that it's all over the floor and not cleaned up. No, it's your toys you clean. Oh yeah. Right now my son is passionate about driving me nuts. He actually got hurt over the weekend because he was running on my parents' driveway. And it's a sloped driveway. It's like a 45-degree angle. It's very steep. And he runs on it because he hasn't learned his lesson yet. So he fell, skidded down the driveway, and brushed up his knees. Scraped some bruises, that's all it is. This kid is so much of a drama queen. I swear to God, I might as well just amputate his leg. So he's passionate about being over dramatic. So.
Don't forget to eat.
But no, my daughter loves drawing and coloring and stuff like that. So she'll do that pretty well. And so we actually get her there's a little like they're not like magic markers, but basically it's paper that can only be drawn on by that one specific type of marker. So she'll use those because then she can't make a mess and she gets to draw and do that kind of thing. So those she likes. I also constantly keep myself a supply of traps. Because I like capturing these things. I might switch weapons after this challenge. I normally don't keep weapons longer than a couple hunts. See, my son's a dick. He walks up to me, well, he's not wrong, so I don't take offense to it. He's right. He walks up to me and goes, "Daddy, you're big. You're too big to sit here." It's like, thanks, bud. I love you too. Can you get off the tree? He's funny with that.
Yeah. You know how
What?
they went too fast down the whole road, they just bumped my knee and it gets scratched.
Yeah, you haven't stopped telling me the entire time. They're very honest. It's gonna be funny. They don't know yet, but we're getting a new bed for my wife and I. We've been sleeping on the floor for like 3 years because the box spring broke on ours, and we just never fixed it because the bed frame we had, you couldn't have the box spring without having, or you couldn't have the mattress without having a box spring. Because it was an old wooden bed, and so we've been on the floor for the last 3 years. So the other day we finally spent $600 to buy a new frame and new mattress. Which wasn't bad for a bed and mattress, but that's coming the other day, and it's gonna be so nice because we're going from a full to a queen. It's gonna be so great when the kids come in there the first night and we actually have room to, like, sleep. What, Grayson? What is it?
Gonna need some of this.
You can pick them up. They're your toys, dude. They're your toys. My toys are on shelves already and put away, and they don't get played with as much as I'd like to, like, build some of them.
Might as well put this to use.
Yes, but this time we didn't put your toys up there.
I know. See? My toys are put away.
Yeah, yeah.
She's talking... Oh, there's a mystery monster here. I think it's gonna be the Baroth.
Up this shelf.
Okay, can you do me a favor and go entertain yourself quietly?
Okay, no.
It was too good to be true. I heard okay. I'm like, ooh.
No.
Okay. Okay. Crust crab? Creates gust that can propel you upwards. Oh, gust crab. I said crust crab. Oh, we've had the worst time sleeping. I sleep the least. Because I think it's partially because of my bed. I sleep maybe 2 or 3 hours a night, and that's it. And that's been for like the last 3 years, which might be part of my everything wrong with me. I can only imagine what that was.
That's actually...
Oh, it was okay. Well, it was a puzzle, not a child. What? Grayson.
I think it will have this part.
No. Those are gonna go back on the shelf when I'm done playing Monster Hunter. Yeah, my wife does the same thing. She has been working, so she crochets for her friends and family who are having kids. It has taken her the longest. It took her like 5 or 6 months to crochet a blanket for someone's baby, because every time she sits down to do it, she falls asleep. And I've tried, like, we've tried putting on TV shows that she actually wants to watch and stay up for. We've tried music. Tried sitting her in different seats that are, like, uncomfortable around the house. Nothing. She will pass out in a heartbeat. I'm so glad you can come over here, deliver that message, and just giggle about it. Fucking doofus. What?
I didn't know how his uncle had one old gold rod, then it stopped to that. And I didn't know that.
You're shouting and I'm like 3 feet away from you, dude.
Because?
Because? Wait for the rest of it. This man just like, because.
What that?
Making good progress.
You got distracted because there's a new Octonauts that came out today.
Yes.
Or at least new to Netflix.
Yes. Yes.
Can you go sit and watch Octonauts?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, bye.
Okay,
bye. Okay, bye.
No.
Then you need to remember your rules. Yeah, I sleep on my sides. But the annoying part is I sleep on the left side of my body, which isn't a bad thing, except for it faces a window and nothing else. So if I put TV on to like try and get myself tired enough to fall asleep, I have to like ignore the TV and just listen to it instead. So I miss a lot of stuff.
I didn't know how that guy had. I didn't know how the Chex Mix had.
I know, we didn't know until this morning, because it was a brand new episode.
After not.
It's a new special, it's like an hour and a half. It was actually pretty cool. I didn't watch most of it because I was too busy screaming at my computer about my PlayStation, but yeah. Yeah. Somehow my wife is still a stomach sleeper, and that's like after 2 kids and other, you know, female properties. Like, that just doesn't seem comfortable to me, and especially after she had 2 kids. She's like, no, belly time. Whee!
Oh.
I mean, if it's comfortable, it's comfortable. At the same time, I'm not going to complain. I know she does it because it makes her back feel better. I used to be a stomach sleeper, and then my back started hurting more because I was arching it so much from laying on 4,000 pillows. I've had the same bed for like 16 or so years, so it's time to go. I'm so happy with this bed's coming in. And she was like, do you really want to spend $600 on a bed? I'm like, yes. For the love of God, yes. I don't care that we can't test it out right now and we're ordering it online, just please. Like, this bed doesn't need to go. You can, even if you just slightly adjust your body on this bed, you hear creaks.
Might as well put this to use.
Yeah, no more stomach sleeping at that point.
I'll be taking that. We did it. Gonna need some of this.
Trying to see where my daughter went. It's behind me somewhere.
One step closer to completion.
I had the problem that I have male B cups, so I don't sleep on my stomach for different reasons. Mostly because I have male version of B cups. Oh, what's the trap? Trap, in short, the reason why I'm playing Monster Hunter today instead of Dead Space is you can't capture PS3 on an HD 60S, and Elgato doesn't support the original captured card. I don't know where my PlayStation cables are anyway, and I need to find a different way to capture a PS3. There you go. Short, sweet, to the point. There's a lot of yelling. Oh, no. No, we had to do the special ordering thing when my wife was pregnant. That's not happening. Don't... This is the worst. Word PS3 has irritated me. Because... So my wife said the same thing. And she started taking, it's something called fenugreek or something like that. So it's like, she's losing weight, but it's doing the opposite effect on those. It's fun having conversations where you have to, like, avoid TOS. Oh, there's the Barroth. Cool. Come here. I want your armor. I love Barroth armor.
Go.
Yeah, she takes fenugreek, though. So she loses weight, and then she's like, oh, I'm gonna lose my chest, and she doesn't want to do that. So she's like, well, fenugreek it is, and it apparently does something, has something to do with keeping them bigger. I have zero complaints. Just throwing that out there. I love having conversations that are like skirting the edge of being TOS because of the way Twitch and people are. Not, it sounds like I'm talking to people around my parents. It's awesome. Yeah, that's why I can never talk badly about female Twitch streamers, which is everyone's fucking hot take, is to say that they have it easier, because that happens. It's all the creeps that ruin the entire thing. Like, I don't have to deal with creeps. I have to deal with, like, trolls, which everyone has to deal with on streaming. But, like, I don't have to deal with creepy guys hitting on me because I'm wearing a V-neck one day. Or a tank top. Like, that's not a problem I have to deal with. I could sit here and wear a tank top and, you know, show off my nice male bees. But, like, no. It shouldn't be a thing. don't know what the other part of this does. Yeah, so she ends up wearing a lot of sweatshirts, which sucks in the summer because she doesn't want to. Namely because it's, you know, summer. Ah, I fucked that up. There's no way for me to bash him. You hit on yourself all the time. That's good. Listen, you gotta love yourself. Can I, like, chain this into something else? No, okay. Can we not mess with Mommy's crocheting, please? She will kill me before she hurts you. I had to dodge a monster and yell. I'm doing it. Dodging. She has that problem too, and it makes her very uncomfortable with whenever we go out and she like wants to wear a dress one day, because she's a little bigger, but she's also, you know, a mom. So, you know, things happen naturally with females when they have kids. It happens. I make a point to make sure that I tell her I love them every day. But she doesn't wear dresses out because she doesn't like getting hit on by random guys. We're having people stare at her all the time, so she doesn't wear dresses, which sucks. Reason like 1,000 why I like being a dude, kind of. Yeah, I keep trying to tell her to do it anyway. Like, bring a sweatshirt in case you're not comfortable. So, we do that. I'll bear off, please. Ooh, am I actually gonna die from bear off? I might wanna not do this right now with this weapon setup. Yeah. She's also always had confidence issues. I think confidence issues. That's probably not the right way of saying it. She's always had problems with her confidence and stuff like that. Probably that wasn't the nice way of saying that, but I know what I meant. Okay, Baroth is way harder in this game than he was in World. It might also be my shitty weapon. There's always gonna be someone that ruins it. Oh, Trap, I'm gonna show you the reason why people hate watching me play Monster Hunter. Usually my friends like get pissed off at me in a little bit after this hunt is done. No! Other than me, like, you know, being bad at the traversal part. Come on, up there. A, I'm way too aggro, so I'm very aggressive when I hunt things. And B, I like to switch around my weapons way too much, so I'm bad at team comps. Oh, they're poisoning it. Oh, perfect. Something poisoned it. Might have been the Renobra here. Oh, that sounds like fun. If they let you play on the computers. I'm sure people ruined it. What are you doing today? Bro, I'm about to find some, like, baby bennies and knock your ass out. Get you a big sleep today. Uh oh. I think gamers are the worst at taking hints. That's like the worst thing to say, but I really do think that like a lot of gamers like just don't understand like no means no, please fuck off. I had a problem at work with that too, because I'm alright at customer service, but some customers need to take the hint and leave. Like, I'll talk with some customers for a while, and it's just like, I stop answering their questions, I stop giving them, like, long-winded answers, and it's like, please stop. Yeah, no, that's creepy. This dude is rolling around. I don't even have to kill this thing for the mission. Why am I still fighting this? It's so annoying. I keep forgetting people like that exist. That just don't know when to leave. The one thing I wish they would have kept in this game, I mean, it's cool that they have the wyvern riding, is being able to mount monsters and smack them around. Because that was like the best part. That made Baroth manageable. Or Rathalos and all them. Ooh, how's my mission timer going? Okay, I got plenty. Oh wait, I can capture him. Shit, wait. Which way is he going? Which way are you going, boo-boo? Be very aggressive in this plant. Ooh, did it cancel it? No, it didn't. Fuck you, I want your armor. Yes! That would have had nothing to do with my mission. I just wanted to bear off.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna hunt my monsters now, because there's a time limit in the top left corner trap. Because I know you haven't really played Monster Hunter too much. Basically, that timer runs out, I fail the mission. I mean, or if I, die enough times. So I need to kind of hurry up and smack these things around a little bit. I'm sure I still have plenty of time. I think it's like a 50-minute mission. I've never actually had time run out on any of these. It's just I don't want to risk it. I just told them to knock it off. Grayson. Stop.
Might as well put this to use.
No, we're not punching the couch anymore.
I'll be taking that.
Yeah, that's the other thing my wife has a problem with. Is she is very polite to everyone, to an extent. She's gotten worse recently because of being with me long enough. But she'll be polite to an extent, and then it's like, okay, you need to realize that I'm not trying to hit on you. I'm just trying to help you, or answer your question, or be a person. She's also always had my dumbass, who will absolutely have no problem punching someone in the face. I have no problem. My first reaction, as it can be seen from me playing Dead Space, is that if I'm in a very uncomfortable situation or something that throws me off, is to just react. That's fine. I always tell her, well, be a bitch. I tell her all the time, be a bitch, do it. She had a dude the other day that was actually, Sunday. She randomly got a Facebook message, and I hear the Facebook ding. I'm like, did something happen at work? She goes, no, it's some dude hitting on me. So, she's sitting there, like, texting the dude. I'm like, you still messing with that guy? She goes, oh, yeah. I'm trying to see if he'd be able to pay, like, be willing to pay for feet pics. That's how done she was with this dude already. He's like, I'm just trying to be friends, and you're just trying to make it weird. He goes, no. She goes, no. You messaged a random girl on the internet. We're gonna make this weird. And she kept going with it. Never got any money out of it. No feet pics were involved, which sucked at it for me, because I was like, hey, pay rent. What are you talking about? But, yeah, she had to eventually be a bitch. She was like, listen, you randomly texted someone who just does not give a fuck and doesn't want to talk to you, and didn't take the hint the first 3 times I told you to leave me alone. There you go. She's done that one before, because when we first started dating, some random dude that was in his like 30s, she was 15 at the time when we started dating, sent her a dick pic, and she's like, well, I can either get you arrested for sending a privates to an underage girl, or I can send you another dick pic of someone that was even bigger. She just googled massive dick or something like that, and send it to him. I was like, perfect. This is why we're dating. Alright. I'm gonna do another basic mission. Cactus diet. Okay, it's easy.
Careful out there.
It's always hilarious whenever I see her do that. Or anyone do that, really.
Anytime.
Nice. Surprise! Penis. Oh, I know this is Twitch. Phallus. Sorry, I don't want to get TOS'd. Picture of noodles. This is bigger than you. Fuck off. There you go. And send them your nudes. I need a gun. Or a weapon. I said gun again. I need a weapon. Can I make a cool greatsword? Ooh, I don't know. Where the hell do I get a dream shell? Oh, I know where I get those. I don't have Tetranodon beak. What do I want to use? This is why I drive people nuts, because I change weapons all the time. Any cool longswords I can make? No. That looks cool. So this is like why I wanted the barrel, because the barrel stuff is awesome. So each weapon has like different versions of it. No, I'm good. I don't need random dick pics. Wake up one morning to my Discord going off going, what the fuck? Surprise. Oh, okay. Thought we were still talking about the dick pics. I was so confused. I had no problem making fun of them. Read them and go, oh god. It's the cringe part that gets me for some reason. I need a poison sack. I don't have those. I want to make a cool weapon. Distension, wind thief. See some noodles. Oh god. Oh, that was badass. What? The unbearable hammer. Hammers are cool. Bug glaives are cool. Hard to use, but they're cool. I haven't used one in this game though, so I'm not sure how usable they are on this. Surprisingly enough, even though I usually main bug glaive, I haven't used it once. Nothing there. Gun lances are cool too. Penne, spaghetti, shells, all the goods. You got ramen? Surprisingly, it didn't pop up yet. But I got tweet. All of the discords. A discord. Yeah, that's weird. Didn't tell me the alert. What the fuck is that bread? Is that a man sitting in a public bathroom surrounded by bread? I have questions. Hey, baby. What's up?
Are you foraging or upgrading? What do you need?
Why would someone send you that? Or why would you have found that? Nice.
My hammer's ready.
I can only imagine what you did to find that. A creepy picture of dude in a circle, surrounded by bread. Send the cursed images. That's definitely one of them. Oh, why is that arachnid bow awesome and why do I want to use it? Oh, you know what? It's happening. That arachnid bow looks awesome and I want to use it. I can't upgrade it though. It doesn't have an upgrade path for me yet. I'm still gonna use it though. So bows are a little different. This is also why it drives people nuts because I take forever to like pick what the hell I'm using. Bows are cool because you can do crazy stuff with it. What weapon? Where are you, bow? You can use power, poison, para, sleep. Poison. Do like that many. Do like that many. Do that many. Well, you don't have. The problem I'm having is, or the reason why I'm doing is because I'm choosing a weapon that's harder. I mean, even me, I've been playing this game since it was on the 3DS and, like, had to figure out the menus. Again, because they added a bunch of stuff. I mean, with this one and in World, it gives you a lot of tooltips for the first time going through the menus. So you have to, like, go through tutorials on all the menus so you don't have to, like, remember, or redo everything yourself. Oh, I'm going to scream at these kids. Let's see. Medic. Curse images. This is a nice looking old lady. What? Looks like something out of Dead Space. Oh, the Mickey Mouse one's my favorite. I've seen that one before. The Joe Biden one. Shrek and Fiona. Shrek is a hype beast. I would 100% watch Shrek 3 if he was a hype beast the entire time. See, you had to deal with all the menus, but then you had the cute cats dancing and making food.
I'm sorry to me to bump into you.
That's fine, bud. You need to not throw the ball around the house, though. Remember, we're not supposed to throw or kick the ball in the house because then you break things?
No, don't break things. You break things. You just break my toys all the time.
When have I ever broken your toys?
Because you were meanie, because you just...
I have never broken your toys. I've told you to throw out the toys that you've broken.
But I didn't throw anything.
I didn't say you throw anything. I said you broke your toys.
I
Probably with the anime girls, yeah.
Toys!
Okay, go away. Nope.
Toys.
Bye. Have fun. Dude breaks his toys and then yells at me because he breaks his toys. The thing about the Biden one is that it makes sense.
We did it.
It falls down the stairs while going up, yeah. Oh, I didn't check to see what the other abilities I have for this. I will say there is an extra menu in this one that you don't normally have to deal with in World Trap, and that's the switch skill menu. It lets you do different attacks with your weapons. So that one, I can understand you not wanting to do that, but everything else is pretty easy. You don't even ever have to use this weapon. I like bow. I mained bow in World. I've been using bow since the 3DS version, where you used to have to, like, if you try to use bows or the bow gun, you had to get down on one knee and you couldn't move the entire time you were in a firing stance. They've thankfully updated that to not be the case. Whoop, shit. I probably need that up there. Yeah, it was. Oh, of course. Oh, actually, nope. It's right there. Sweet. This one does get confusing on the map layout, though, because there's a lot more movement to it. Like, right now I'm in an underground part of this area, so it's kind of a pain to get back up there. Why are we sitting on the table? That would have been the way to go, is if you would have gotten to the top of the stairs and just stood there like nothing happened. Like the dementia kicked in at the very last second. I don't know if I can kill those. Oh, that's a wall. I can't kill that. I don't want to kill the Kulu. Meh. The best weapon to start off in this game is surprisingly enough the sword and shield. Because there's no menus. It's just attach sword, attach shield, slice things. Do mixed damage. What gets a little out of hand is when you start like, this is route record here? What? Weird, there's a relic there. What gets confusing is when you start doing, like, severed and blunt damage depending on the monster you're hunting and stuff like that, depending on what parts you need. Oh, weird, I didn't get a bubble cactus at that first cactus I went to. That's bizarre. There we go.
Step closer to completion. I'll just take this.
I need 10 bobble cactuses. Alright, I didn't pay attention that much. Hey, a relic. And there's war. They added war to the game. It's kind of there to begin with, but it wasn't nearly as in-depth. Oop, nope, bump out. Come on. I will say what gets confusing is trying to find out what parts you need in order to make your equipment better, and I can't believe what I just saw out of the corner of my eye. Oh boy. Oh, where am I? I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna get it to capture. Go away from me. Okay. I need to figure out how to get to work through HTC. Fuck, there's the wizard I need to take a picture of. I either need to get the HDMI splitter that I need to decrypt the signal, or I need to find the other wire and see if I can get the original Ghetto to work, which I'm going to be working on today after this. I just wanted to play something because I was getting frustrated with my PlayStation. I'm going to figure it out. Try and figure it out today. So as soon as I possibly can. Because I want to play it. But I don't want to play it, like, off-stream because then I have to play it several times and... yeah. Then it's just not as cool as an experience to see it the first time.
What's this?
Also, I like how I told him to go away. He goes, okay, bye. And just goes away. I usually volunteer people. I volunteer my dad to come over and play. I'm like, hey, you want to come over and play with the kids for a while? No. No other reason than to play with the kids. I love them too, just when they listen.
Making good progress.
Also, if I was in a better mood today, I was in a garbage mood because of that whole nonsense with the PlayStation this morning. Because it's so annoying. It worked yesterday. When I first got everything set up, the only thing I didn't do was I didn't turn on OBS. So I didn't think about it. I completely forgot that HDCP was a thing, and then it just went down. Yeah. I didn't think you were judging me.
Let's see.
My response to anyone that ever judges me, because I've had that happen before, where they're just like, "Oh, you're doing this instead of playing with the kids." It's like, well, you play with the kids for 12 hours a day. No, I figured you weren't. This is the point where my own mother doesn't even question it. Whenever I come over on the weekends and I'm pissed, it's like, yeah. No, you can't turn off HDCP on the PlayStation 3. It was built into the hardware. It's not a software thing. So like on the PS4, you can just turn off HDCP. You cannot do that on the PS3. It's literally built into it. Grayson fucking Michael Graham. See, this is where I'm going to start getting frustrated. You know better than to jump from the table to the couch, or to jump on the couch that's already broken. It's probably the tamest I could have done that. Yeah, no, it's built in the actual hardware itself. So literally anytime you plug an HDMI cable into the PlayStation 3, it activates HDCP. Because that was around the time that Sony was stupid and was like, yeah, no, you can't do anything with this. So the only way to capture it is to use, like I said, either a HDMI splitter that decrypts the signal and then outputs it as a signal that the Elgato can capture, or get a component, something that can read component cable and go that way. But I have to find my component cables and do that. Because the other thing I can do too is, like, if I can find the it's gonna look like garbage, the RCA cable that came with it, I can plug it into my RCA to HDMI converter and then run that into the Elgato and then run that to my computer. But I have to find the cable. So when I'm done with this today, in like an hour or so, I'm gonna make sure my switch doesn't catch on fire. So hopefully this doesn't get too crazy for it. And then B, see if I can find that cable in another spot that it might be at. I'm that dad that collects wires, whether I need them or not. Ooh, rock wizard. Need a picture of you. Ha.
That's one.
I took like a brief look through some of the places I normally have wires, because I'm kind of organized with it. Like, I have a ottoman that's next to me that has, like, a bunch of compartments. And, it has one spot dedicated to PC stuff, which is where my original Elgato was hiding at. I have one spot dedicated to my console stuff, which is normally where the cables are hiding, but they're not. And then the other ones are, like, one's for my guitars and one's for miscellaneous wires. So I checked there, nowhere. Those are always cool. I've done it a couple times whenever I have to like watch concerts. I'll have my friend come over with his cable for that, and that's always fun. Because especially with the pandemic going on, we watched a lot of concerts from home, and that's the way you do it. You end up having to like display it somehow on the TV. So he always either brought over his, he has a Google, not Nest, what the fuck's it called? The Google version of the Roku. He has that. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on what that thing's called. Not a home. That would be nice. Especially since it's still going to output the exact same as if you're playing on a the computer itself. That'd be fantastic. One hell of a workaround. It's really bothering me. Like, I don't remember the name of the Google's like Roku thing. The hell is it called? It's not a home. Customers come in for all the time. I know it's a POS. Either way, we either use that or we did the USB-C to HDMI. We're having a brain fart on this thing.
Move. What's this?
That sounds like what Trap does with his. That's what I used to do with mine. Mine was so Frankenstein with different wires and cables. Friends hated coming over to play with me because I'd be on this laptop that has like 8,000 peripherals plugged into it, and you can't even tell it's a laptop anymore. And it looks like wire spaghetti. I mean, even my computer now kind of looks like it's got wire lasagna on it right now with all the wires and everything. Every direction. Where is this cactus? I keep getting off my dog. Whoop, get up here. Thank you. That is not a cactus, it's a mining outcrop. Oh god. See? Frankenstein. You make do with what you need to do. So that computer served me I'm so sad that it stopped working on me. Because it served me for years very well. I didn't use a different keyboard for it, but I always used a different mouse. I had, obviously the Elgato, I had a TV plugged into it. At one point I had 2 TVs plugged into it because I had a monitor and a TV. HDMI going to TV, and I had a VGA going to the to the monitor for my laptop because it has both ports. Ethernet cable when I was in school. A hub for my headset and some other peripherals. I think I had like a USB hub. I had an actual SD card reader plugged into it. At one point I had a CD tray plugged into it because my CD tray had died, so I had a CD writer. I think it said headset already. At one point, a microphone. Stuff like that. Had to solve a little bit of a problem. Okay.
Oh, hello.
They decided to jump off the couch.
Come back
And one of them landed very wrong. So, I had to make sure we didn't have any broken bones. Okay. We're good. They're okay. No broken bones. Scared me, though, because my daughter landed sideways. And the couch is broken, so she fell through it. Okay. Children are fantastic. Uh-oh, tech chat. My parents have been dealing with a bunch of weird stuff. So my mom, I think we've talked about this before. My mom is a special needs teacher, and right now with remote learning, her account's gotten hacked like 4 times. So the school wants her to get a VPN and pay for it. She doesn't know what a VPN is. And I'm like, you realize you have Google, right? Yes, heart attack averted. So I sound out of breath right now because I had to, like... I ran over to make sure everything was okay. But, yeah, I'm like, you know you have Google, right? Let's see. I would use this, but I want to use something different. Actually, you know what? Let's use an awesome blade. And do some... Actually, no, Buster Sword.
No problem.
It's so weird. I don't understand that part of it, choosing materials, because that doesn't make too much sense to me. So I will concede that that menu makes no sense to me at all. Yeah, there's had none. They have some now, because I went through there and I fixed everything that was wrong with their system again. But it's just weird because the school didn't want to supply them with a VPN. She had to literally find her own and pay for it. But instead of Googling it, she asked me to figure it out for her. I'm like, really? I haven't lived in your house in like several years. I just come by every now and then to cook you food. And I gotta make your VPN work. Okay. I'm sure I'll get better armor. Better being like subjective.
Let's get cracking.
You know what?
No problem.
I'm a little weird, but like...
Let's get cracking. What do you need?
No, we do. It's just, I hate being their tech support. Because they don't Google anything. And then my mom does all those, like, websites like, Swagbucks and all those kinds of things. So... She, what? So she uses those, she constantly gets viruses on that, and every time I've told her, like, you need to stop using that because that's where you're getting a lot of these viruses, and is these weird, like, scammy kind of services. And every single time I go down that route, it's always a, no, you're wrong, shut up. That's really it. It's just the not listening to me with the whole tech thing. Yeah, we're actually very close, especially now that we had the kids and everything like that. My mother's gotten a lot closer with me. Oh, cute doggy! I need dogs that are cute again. I always joke, I wanted a dog. My wife wanted kids. She won that argument. I wanted a dog. My wife wanted cats. She won that argument too. So, I just wanted a dog. To me, it doesn't matter to me what dog, as long as it's a dog. Just easier to take care of. Especially now that I'm home more often, it'd be nice to have a dog too. It'd be good for the kids to learn.
Have a look at my way.
Oh my god, the know you're wrong part always kills me.
Take care.
It's like, How are you gonna tell me I'm wrong when you just asked me to... What?
Good day for a hunt.
You told me to come over here and fix this. I love German Shepherds. My first dog was a Dachshund and a Chocolate Lab. Or no, Black Lab, sorry.
Here's the quest list.
A Kezu? I haven't fought one of these in a while. Kezu was like a really annoying enemy from like the 3DS games. It's like a giant leech. What do I need? I think I need anti-venom. I think I need anti-venom for him. Or antidote, whatever. Well, that kind of sucks. I mean, on the plus side, you got a very well-trained dog. I mean, German Shepherds are easy to train to begin with, but when they're trained at the police academy in order to be canine unit, they're extremely good dogs. I like how the literal effect of that one food I just put on there was to prevent me from getting knocked on my ass. Adult angst. I'm not listening to the cats. That's like everything at work too. So customers are stupid. They call GameStop to ask if we have something, then they tell me I'm wrong. It's like, what are you talking about? That's true. You were telling me that that's the dog that stopped you from getting hurt by those what are they, pit bulls or Rottweilers? It was the other day, and it already feels like it's been like a week.
Nocturnal creatures coming out to feast. Find themselves.
That's right. Oh no, he's electric. I don't need.
To this long-necked
That's right. The Kezu's electric.
Down the hatch they go. Definitely.
This is the Kezu. It's a giant, like,
Craven miscreant
electric bleach thing.
for your
It's disgusting.
dare.
Looks like something out of Resident Evil. Which would make sense considering it is a Capcom game.
You'd rather be elsewhere. Its perturbing expression.
I love these little cutscenes.
Too much to bear.
Skip.
Let's go.
I have not used the longsword in this game, so I don't remember the combinations. Never mind, I have. I know the combinations now. Kezu is that thing.
One step closer to completion.
I need... Oh, the noble berries.
I'll just take this.
Wait till you see this thing attack. This thing was a pain in the ass to deal with in the 3DS version. If it wasn't the Kezu, it was like some variant of it. It was so annoying. Again, especially since like
What's this?
everything was garbage. Oh, that's why my computer's having a freak out today. The other thing is my computer's been kind of freaking out all morning. It's because GeForce just now told me it has an update. Ooh, lucky bird. I want that owl.
Yeah.
Right now it's a matter of remembering how the hell to get to that cave. How do I get to you? I'm going the wrong way. Hopefully this thing doesn't go through the tunnel. I want that. The other cool part about this compared to the older games is like one of the big things is whenever you went to a different area, it had to like load that next area. And in Monster Hunter, you have to transfer a lot, so you'd end up having to like place tracking darts on things, and it was a pain. But then you first had to like find the monster, which is a struggle all its own. Use that distraction. I missed entirely and killed that bug.
Reliable as always.
Oh, nice. 4 months goes by very quickly. Oh, that's right. He sits up there. Oh, I wouldn't be a bowman. I'd like this electricity to go away. I'd like him to come down. Where did he go? There he is. This is so disgusting in this game. It usually isn't like this shade of phallus. This is the best way of putting it. Oh, come on. This is a pain to fight. I completely forgot the fact that it hides on the roof. Yeah. It sounds like it should have, like, a certain sound effect when you first meet it. There we go, that's some damage. The weird part is there's, like, no audio, too. Like, there's no music for whatever reason. Which is throwing me off. I killed a fish underneath it. Oh, stop moving. See, emotional maturity is my wife. I don't know how she puts up with me for the last 12 years? Yeah, we were dating since we were 15. Around there? Yeah, the last 12 years.
Wonderful work, my friend.
Here's all my immaturity, and there's a lot of it. I'm a child. With a giant-ass sword right now. Smacking at a thing that I just referred to as a penis. God damn it, stop moving. The problem with using greatsword is I'm very slow. But if I can get a combo off, I have a wombo combo. That's very possible too. I need this thing to stop screaming at me. I really wish I knew where the game's music was, because there's supposed to be music during these fights, so I'm kind of surprised there's nothing here. Please leave me alone. What? I'm pretty sure I told you to take a nap, because I'm done. Oh, bad relationships will usually cause insecurity. This thing is very annoying in this game.
Reliable as always.
Oh, that's an attack. I can't do it right now. I was gonna say what is love, baby, don't hurt me. Because I am a child. He's gonna zap my ass. This is so eerily quiet. I don't understand where the music is. That's a lot of men. I broke his neck.
You're not getting away.
Where is this thing going? This Cassie was annoying. Isn't that called like an empath or something like that? Something who's very empathetical. I think. I might be using the wrong term. Kick him. I told you to take a nap. Get on that couch and take a nap. You too, Piper. Get on that couch and take a nap. I wasn't speaking a different language. Get on that couch and take a nap. Can I use it? Let me hit him. Alright, that's all. There's a combination with the greatsword that I'm trying to use, and it's very hard to do because it requires things to be, like, stationary. And very clear this one is not. It's this. Of course, I missed the last part of it. It's one hell of a wombo combo.
Must maintain my edge.
I got a problem where I give my wife some flack more than she does that too. It's like she's picked up, like I said, she's picked up my trait of just like not giving a shit and being a bitch when she has to. But there will be times where I think she's being too extra, and I'll be like, "Can you like not do that?" She's just being just fine. I keep harping on the fact that there's no music right now. There should be music, and it's bothering me so much. Right now, I was distracted by eating.
See you in hell.
There we go. That's the wombo combo I was trying to get off. If you can double hit with that, it, like, does stupid damage. Yeah. Causing issues that don't need to exist. But I can get him on some level, but at the same time, like, yeah. I had to stop doing that because I was doing that way too much. I was thinking there was problems when there wasn't. I got my guy jumped off him with style. Get back up there. Kezi ran away, but this thing is still getting awesome. Go away.
I'll just
Get.
take this.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's right. It's just I kind of understand why he, or where he's coming from with it, just because I do the same thing unintentionally. Again, also with being with my wife for 12 years, I kind of realize when I'm doing something stupid. Yeah. Ah, got it. Okay, see, that's a little extra.
One step closer to completion.
Yeah, Trev, they added that part where you can use the monster against other monsters in this zone. In the other games, you used to be able to, like, hop on them and, like, beat the crap out of them from on top. It was actually a mechanic. It made hunting way easier. This game, they made it so that you ride them and then control them into attacking the other wyverns. I don't want you to be in here. I need something for sound, because the thing is, this thing is blind, so you have to use sound to hurt it. Like that. I wasn't aware that my cat had that. That damage. If only it actually, like, mattered. My wife and I also, like, made an agreement years into us being together, because we used to do stupid things to get on each other's nerves. That, if the other one said that you're being a butt, go sit down, it was basically us politely saying that you're pissing me off and I'm about ready to punch you. Not that I'd ever hit my wife, but we would get to that point where we'd get so annoyed at each other we wanted to, like, scream.
You're a lifesaver. Wonderful work, my friend.
That also might be how he was brought up, too. I was always brought up that guys don't complain about their problems. We always said, I'll figure it out and we'll figure it out. In some way, shape, or form. So I get that part.
Get ready.
Things are way different now, though. There was a long time where men's mental health didn't matter. Now people realize it sucks. Yeah. I'm getting used to it. I used to not be able to do any of this at all.
You're a lifesaver.
I was so used to working that my life was get in car, go to work, come home, sleep, get in car, go to work. Or go from one job to the next job to the next job. Constantly. I can capture this thing so I can get this fight done once I can get music again. Don't zap me. You zap me. Don't stun me. Pitfall, pitfall, pitfall. Please. Do you really escape the pitfall? Hold on. Can you get over here? Get over here and attack me. Oh, that's right, sound. Well, bitch. I'm so glad this fight is over with. I don't understand where the music went on that, but it needed to come back. That was making that so awkward for me.
Time to head home.
I used to have times, not that this is like a dick measure competition or anything like that, but when my dad and my mom got divorced, because you know, whenever we were at my dad's house, we had like a lot of stuff going on that my mom never knew about because, you know, she was getting child support, but she never realized that because she was getting child support, my dad wasn't getting the money he needed to keep things going. I just never told her, so we lived place to place whenever we were with my dad. He just never told her about it. And, kept paying child support, kept taking care of us. And, basically, it finally got to the point where he finally was able to buy a house. And, got to the house and we would go, like, some months where we would have no heat in his house or no hot water. Or we'd have heat, no hot water, vice versa. Yeah, shit like that happened. Or I lived off Martin potato rolls. Or potato bread. Stuff was good. Put a little bit of butter on that. Perfect. Good snack. We never told my mom about that because we were like, yeah, don't tell. He was like, don't tell her because then I'll, you know, I'll never see you guys. And, yeah, so I know exactly how much that sucks. But even small stuff like that, like, it doesn't seem like it's a big deal. But my wife will never understand that because she's never had to deal with that kind of thing. Where, even though on one side of my family I was living fine, had a house, all that kind of stuff, all that other kind of stuff, but then I was on my dad's side, it was like, yeah, well, take all that and take it away. Sometimes. But my dad's in a better place. Obviously, he's living fine. He finally retired. Not that he's enjoying retirement. He's actually literally finding a part-time job to fill the fact that he's retired now.
My hammer's ready.
I get it. It's also the pride thing, too, because there have been a couple times where my wife and I have been very close to me. Like, I don't tell her about it. The fact that I sit here and think about money all the time. But, there have been a couple times we've been close to, like, being like, we might need to move back in with my mom or your mom or something, because, we don't have money. But it was always that, we've always just said we'll figure it out and we find a way. I found a way out of a lot of stupid situations like that. I shouldn't. I should definitely not do that. But I want to use a different weapon again already. Can I buy materials off you? No, I can't.
Are you foraging or upgrading?
Buddy. I'm gonna have to make a bone staff. Now, I have not used a bone staff, a bug staff in a little bit. But I do know I want certain kinsect, depending on what I want to do. I want severing... Oh, wind chopper. Okay.
Take good care of your gear.
That's another one of those things where it's like a bunch of menus, so I'm sorry, Trap. This is one of those things where you definitely need to figure out what you're using before you actually use it. Training area. There's a training area, though, where you can try out the different weapons, and it gives you, like, free ammo. So if your weapon has a lot of ammo, or requires certain ammo types, it'll let you test them out and see which ones you want to use. But this is where you can go if you want to, like, try out some techniques. It tells you how to do everything. Oh, no. Let me see. Overhead smash. ZR is you? Yes. Mark target, and I can hit harvest, and it'll go and attack that target. And I can do a lot of aerial stuff with this class. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you never knew about it. I think I can take back my Kinsect at some point. Let's see. There. Oh, that's right. I can do a lot of mid-air stuff.
Reliable as always.
There's a way to recall. There we are. The Kinsect, so one of the things it does is it takes everything there, and if you call it back, it's supposed to bring back the different attributes. And I forget what they all do, to be honest. Base combo with red stock. Okay, that's right. Each thing does different things. If you get like a certain color, you can actually do like more damage, have better stamina, lower usage, stuff like that. So it ends up getting. This is where it gets complicated. The bug staff is very complicated. Yeah, it's just a matter of learning when he needs to like when he needs to get involved and when he doesn't need to. It's hard to figure out. It also depends on like reading the room.
How are you today?
I might also be used to it too, because I'm mostly used to not talking to people. So for me, it's like, yeah, I don't want to get involved. Yeah, the training dummy is a giant fat frog thing. So for me, it's like a lot of I don't try and get into situations anymore because I just don't want to get involved and not talk.
To eat.
Oh, he just makes okay. Yeah, I don't know about that one then. I'm very much an introverted person. This is the one thing I do ever where I'm not living in that introverted life. But normally I don't talk to people, so I try and do the best to like not have to. Zero idea why I chose to stream. Zero idea because of that. But yeah, I do. What, Grayson? Listen. That's fine, but you need to listen and stop misbehaving today. You almost got your sister hurt because of what you were doing. You can come sit with me if you want to.
That'll do.
Yeah, drama queens aren't fun. I like drama that's like caused by myself. Because then at least I caused it, and I can be like, yeah, you know what, I got myself involved.
A shallow forest stream coursing through the
Yeah, that's why I might be a horrible person. Like I don't mind listening to my wife tell me about work. But there are some days where I'm just like, I really don't care. Are you at work right now? No. Don't worry about it.
will bow before its might.
I like drama on TV. I don't even like drama on TV, that's why I don't have cable.
Falls and waits, using
Blue
water
drop.
as its shield.
Classic monster. It used to be a pain in the ass in the 3DS version because they had swimming. The mechanic they dropped it real quick because no one liked it. Yeah. Take all those items because I'm a dick. Even when one of my friends does that now, he'll tell me like the girl he's talking, like one of the girls he used to talk to was like suicidal. I'm like, okay. Is she still suicidal? No? Cool. Yeah, I have the problem of, that's the other thing of me just not caring anymore, maybe also because I've gone through it most of the time, is whenever my wife has her episodes, it's like, I don't care, you just had this breakdown like a week ago. Can we move on to something different, please? Let's have a different breakdown, different day. I should probably see what this thing does. Ah, yeets me backwards? Need to move on to the tail. The thing is, the Kinsect does a lot of my damage too, so I need to keep that where I need it to hit. This thing also keeps bouncing off this. I don't know why he's bouncing off so much. Helping is I have this thing in a corner. All the flying around I'm doing, nothing's connecting. I don't know how I just did that. That's pretty cool. I bounced off that wall. It might be. It very well may be a banana patch. It's supposed to look like a mixture of a lion and like a lizard. It's a very weird monster. How can I help you?
Monkey, you know how my backpack, oh, when we see Tony?
Oh, I'm still in the air. What the fuck? I didn't expect that combo to work as well as it did.
You know how this,
I do, unfortunately.
you know how this guy like this
I wish I'd stop bouncing off him though. You wanna tell me about it? Like you're talking about him being teeny tiny. Tell me about it.
you know how these creatures are really teeny tiny? Like, they would get a bit teeny tiny.
Are they really?
Yes. But one that's so weak.
Wonderful work, my friend.
It's teeny tiny. See? It's just teeny tiny.
I just tried that once and it never works. It's actually the point where she doesn't like it, like doing it anymore.
Go!
I don't even be mean about it because like, it's just not everyone's bag.
I'll just take this.
It's fun being in that position. Oh, that's why I like what I'm gonna try. It's funny. In a good way. I don't like make fun of her for it. It's just definitely not her thing. So a combo. I really wish I'd stop bouncing off this damn thing. I think the part I haven't broken yet. Well, my Kinsect cut off its tail. Okay.
Well, put this to use.
Grayson, I just...
Gonna need some of this.
Go sit on the couch again. He just got in trouble because he's the one that showed her how to jump off the thing. That's how my daughter almost got hurt. He just jumped off the table again. I thought I let him back down to to be out of timeout. Born a lesbian. What dollar bean?
You're a lifesaver.
It's 2021. He can still be a lesbian. Well, actually, no. A lot of people judge him, unfortunately. But no one will judge him. Oh, I missed. Fuck. I decapitated this thing, and I'm having trouble, like... I need to not use the bone one. I keep forgetting that just came back to me that the bone one was like the worst one to use because it loses sharpness so quickly. My stepmother jokingly says that she turned my dad gay. Clearly not the case because they're married. Although, you know, whatever. But she jokes with it because of the way that he acts around her. He's like, you know what, I think I turned you gay like half my other boyfriends. I'm like, yeah, there might be something to go with that. Oh my god. Did you see, so, not that I listen to Lil Nas X, because it's just not my style of music. And obviously, Old Town Road is a very famous song. He put out a new song where he is pole dancing down to hell. And, everyone's mad about it. It's like, why? I'm not even a Lil Nas fan, and it's a decent song. It has a very good message behind it, surprisingly enough. Oh, that sucks. My wife's been wanting to get into that kind of thing. But in our area, no one is into that. Then she doesn't want that to happen. She gets very emotionally attached. Clearly, she's attached to a man-child. That likes to just do things. What did I just break off this thing? I already broke off its tail. Ooh, I actually might be able to catch it. Give me more parts.
Wonderful work, my friend.
Ooh, can I stop? Ooh, I can catch it.
You're a lifesaver.
Did they really?
That should work. Now's our chance.
She sounds like a fun person.
All too easy.
Yeah, that's what she wants too.
Head home.
It's just hard to find those around here. Then, and she's that aforementioned not willing to be judged thing. Meanwhile, I just don't care. Judge me. What are you gonna do? Make fun of me? Please. I used to get made fun of in school because I was fat all the time. You gonna make fun of me because I like to see someone on the side? Please? And it's okay with my wife? Come on. You can't hurt me because of that. I used to be made fun of in school so much. There was a dude that used to make fun of me and call me. I forgot what the hell he used to call me. But I had a crush on this girl. And he used to make fun of me for it all the time. Like, okay, you're making fun of me because I'm straight? Huh? Well, thank you. I appreciate it. My beard is like the one thing I'm never allowed to shave off. I shaved it short once. because it was when I first became sous chef, so I cleaned off my face, and my boss was like, please don't ever shave that again and grow it back out, please. And obviously my wife was like, you look like a child, please put it back. But yeah, he used to make fun of me all the time because I had a crush on a girl. I'm like, you're making fun of me for being straight and having a crush on a girl. It got so bad to the point where I finally just had enough of him, and I put him through a locker. And I never got in trouble for it because my dad happened to be friends with the school's security guard. So he was like, if your son got into a fight that bad and had to do what he ended up doing, there was very clearly a good reason for it, and I never got in trouble for it. Bro, I don't even know. Our school was wild. And if you actually might remember him too. His name was Dean. I'm not sure if that helps you at all. And Dominic.
My hammer's ready.
Like, you can't hurt me any more than being a teenager in high school getting made up for being straight. You can't hurt me more than that. I play video games for like hours on end. You can't hurt me. I've played Dark Souls. You wanna hurt me, play that. I wanna use a different weapon, but I don't know if I wanna use a switch axe or something pokey. Or bowgun.
What do you need?
Yes. His mother happened to be a teacher at the school, and he used to get away with so much. Oh, speaking of which, oh, you just reminded me. So, you went to my school, obviously, Trap. There was, I don't know if you remember the teacher, Mr. Davis. He passed away. Not even from what I thought he was going to pass away from, like a heart attack or anything like that. He passed away from, like, something else. It wasn't COVID related either. So I thought, I'm sorry, I don't know why that just came to me, but I remember Dom was in my class and he used to take advantage of the fact that his mom worked there and was a total cunt to this teacher who did nothing but nice to him. Oh yeah, no, I hated high school. That's why our 10-year anniversary is coming up next year and I'm gonna go. But I had him 1 year too. But I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be not the biggest dickhead in the world, but I'm not going to be nice to a single person there. Because I have nothing but contempt for a lot of the people that were in my grade. Yeah, math teacher. He passed away, I think the other day. Which sucks. He was a cool teacher. It's just, he had the worst fucking students in his class.
Now get
I'm going with bowgun.
Have a look around.
Like, Damon was a jerk. I don't know if you remember Carbona or if you were friends with him or not, but he was a jerk to him all the time. Good guy. Oh, I was the worst. I was the worst combination of all of those. I was the loner band kid that listened to really, really heavy metal, played video games, and didn't talk to anyone. And because I didn't sleep, if it hasn't been evident from the few times I've had my glasses off, I have bags under my eyes. Very, very heavy bags under my eyes. I used to get told that I was wearing makeup all the time and made fun of for that too. I was made fun of a lot as a kid. No. So, I got made fun of for just about everything basically existing. I'm using gun now. So I like to switch things up. So there's nothing they can do to upset me anymore. Although that reunion is going to be very fun because I'm going to be seeing a lot of people that I used to make fun of, or that used to make fun of me, and I get to make fun of them now. My wife used to get hit on by girls. She enjoyed that part of being at school. Fight the giant turtle frog. Ooh, give me more money. Give me that. And give me... I don't need to worry about sharpening or anything like that. I just didn't like people. I didn't like a lot of the students in my grade. I didn't like a lot of students in my school. We've talked about special needs before. I used to... Can we not? Go away, please. Go. I used to not take anyone picking on the special needs kids at all. So after the first time I sent that one kid through a walker, I eventually just stopped giving a shit who I pissed off. Because at that point, I've asserted the fact that I will knock you the hell out, and I was okay with that. So anytime someone made fun of anyone with special needs, I used to find different ways to hurt them. Either by knowing some of their secrets, knowing their friends, people who hated them that knew a bunch of stuff about them, their exes, stuff like that. So I'd, you know, spread some rumors. And then the one thing I used to do is, if any of them were in my gym class, I used to find a way to purposely have accidents in gym. We used to play wall ball a lot, so I used to wait for one of those racquetballs to hit the kid in the nuts that was being a jerk and laugh at him. We also played, I forgot what the hell the name of the game was called, but basically you were all on the same side, and you had this like giant old school kickball, like the ones that were like the black rubber ball inside the cheap ass cloth on the outside. You would take that and you would whip it at the wall as hard as you possibly can, and then either dodge it or kick it back. And the whole point was to not get hit by it. I don't remember what we called it, but basically the school's football team would pick on the special needs kids that were in my gym class, and me and my one friend who was part of the football team would go in there and proceed to give them the same energy, and we'd get away with it because it was gym class, and the gym teachers were like, yeah, well, they're just playing games. And again, my dad was good friends with the being corrections, he was good friends with the school's security guard, so if anything came up and I was involved with it, I would not get in trouble, just because the school security guard would be like, you know what, I know his dad, and if he's in trouble, he probably a good reason for it. Yeah, that too. I walked the track during gym. I wouldn't change for gym either, unless I like wanted to play something specific like tennis or racquetball or anything like that. But I barely changed for gym. Our school staff only cared if you hurt one of the teacher's kids. That's the only time they gave a shit. I will say, as much as I like to act like I never made fun of the special needs kids in school, there was one time where I actually had to laugh. And it was the nicest kid in the world. We were outside walking. Yeah, I think that's what I did too. I changed like once in a blue moon just to get a C in the class, and in gym just to pass. But we're walking outside on the track, and the special needs kid sees a bunny, and you can tell his aide was like trying to distract him until he didn't chase after the bunny. And he did, and he goes, bunny, and then ran into the fence and bounced off of it. That was funny. I laughed at it. I didn't pick on him for it. I had a giggle. I made sure he was okay, and that, you know, she was okay, because she was like frustrated that he did that. And then I moved on. Never made fun of him for it. Like, that was fine. What pissed me off was people who would like purposely take things away from the kids, or some of them were triggered by like loud noises. They would purposely like pop a balloon or snap a rubber band really loudly, or slam books down just to get them set off. Those were the kids I used to do something to. But no, it was that loner. That loner with circles under his eyes that looked like he was wearing guy liner. Which was weird that people made fun of me for that, considering back in high school, Atreyu was big, and Atreyu was big for their guy liner usage, and so was Motionless in White and Black Veil Brides. An old Bullet for My Valentine. It is, it's a platypus turtle frog. It's like the world turtle. Jesus Christ. See, that's... We never had that part. We had, there's very angry kids. Oh, please let me dodge. Nope, don't let me dodge. Okay. Where are you going? You are not leaving. Ooh, wyvern ammo might be good. Yeah, we never had a school shooting. We've had a couple bomb threats, I think. Nothing ever came of them, but we had a bunch of bomb threats of people threatening to slash the school bus's tires to get out of school for a couple days. But never a shooting, surprisingly enough. And there was a lot of kids that could have. I'm sure they probably considered it too. Bowguns are fun, by the way, because you get to change your ammo type and do crazy things with it. As I'm switching to like cluster ammo and stuff like that. They have blunt shots, slicing shots, the whole shebang. Yeah, we had a lot of people OD. That was bad. We used to have a lot of we still have a huge drug problem in our area. Kids ODing, selling cocaine, hiding weed in the ceiling tiles of the bathrooms. All that kind of stuff still happens, surprisingly enough. Oh, good thing that we were there that day. We didn't have anyone die? For some reason I remember... Oh no, they always saved them, like, just barely. I know we had a problem with people trying to hide drugs there, and we always had to have, like, the drug-sniffing dogs in the school, but... Or people who came to school very clearly high out of their mind. And tons of pregnancies. We also had something called the file in our school, which apparently this is like a common thing in a lot of schools in our area, where it was a compilation of... Can you fucking not... It was a compilation of a bunch of really pissed off guys taking all the news that they were sent by their girlfriends and sending them together and compiling them into a file and sending it around, and it was like a gig worth of these pictures. And the only reason why anyone found out about it was because the principal's daughter was one of the girls on the file, and that's the only reason why anyone in the administration cared. Fuck off, you giant turtle prick. I might actually get down. I have not died yet on this game, which is good for me. We had a girl literally take her kid to the graduation. I don't remember if she was able to have the kid on the grounds with her when she got her diploma, but we had that. And this dude's snacking on me. Oh, I didn't want to do that yet. Oh, I didn't want to do that yet. That's a bad position. No, you know what? Bogans are fun. Pierce ammo is good because you can hit like multiple parts at once and then do what I just did and break something. Only downside is my mobility is very much hampered by the fact that I have to, like, aim. Not that I have to aim, I can actually do it without aiming, it's just, obviously aiming is way more accurate. Ooh, he hit me with wind? I've never seen him do that attack before. Oh, he stunned me too, you prick. We had a few pregnancies. We had one girl that was so small, like, I didn't know she was in high school. And then my wife was like, oh, no, she's in my class, she's a senior. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, we had tons of pregnancies. Pregnancies were, at least as common as they weren't the worst thing we had. It was mostly the drugs that were really the worst part. Oh, I need you to be stunned for a second. There you go, you can't do that attack. Oh, get me closer. And do it again. Oh, don't scream at me too much there, Ducky. Where are you going? I will give our school credit, though. We had some entertaining times at that school. Especially the fights. There was one dude there was a fight that happened in the halls, and I don't know what had happened, but the dude took his shirt off to get into the fight, and it was like in the middle of like a bunch of teachers and students they did this. It was the weirdest thing in the world. Roller rink fights, yeah. The roller rink that no longer exists in our area.
Reliable as always.
Yeah, my friends are great. They made fun of me for having kids for all of 3 seconds because I was like 24 when I had my son. So they made fun of me for that because they're all still like either single or don't have kids yet. But then there was like a couple people that did have kids, like maybe right out of high school, and they've been like the coolest people in the world. Oh, this thing's gonna eat me. Yeah, there's this thing. I will say there are some people from our high school that have, like, actually grown up, surprisingly enough, who used to be huge dickheads in school. A couple of them had kids, a couple of them served. And I never thought they would, considering how much of a dickhead they were. I don't have too many fond memories of school, but I do have some. I always make fun of the bad ones. I don't think I've used shrapnel ammo yet. Oh, okay, just that. Oh yeah, absolutely. Some are still massive dickheads. I have kids running around in circles up next to me. Ducks. Massive ducks. This guy's a huge duck. Actually, I can catch the Tetradon. Hold on. Don't hit me. Let me catch you. That's me as a monster. Look at Tubbs. Can we not, please? Like, what part of this are we not understanding today? You two have woken up and chosen violence.
Stop the trap! Victory!
Yeah. See, the kid thing always kills me and drives me nuts. Just let people do what they want to do. If they don't want to have a kid, sure. Who's gonna take care of it? You're not. I mind my own business.
Head home.
If I ever had to do that kind of thing and it got to the point where I had to make that decision, I'd be like, you know what? If that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. But what drives me nuts, other than the kids screaming in the background after I asked them nicely to stop today, just people who just don't mind their own business. Drive me nuts. I'm a firm supporter of fuck them kids. No. So I never understood the people who are able to like stand outside of abortion clinics all day and just scream at people who are trying to just go about their life. Like, do you really have nothing better to do with your day than stand here? Cause shit, I want your job where you can just do this all day. Yeah. Or literally just leave people alone.
Bunny Dango are a taste of heaven.
Unless you're hurting me, I don't care.
Special quest for you.
You're not hurting me or my family? Sure. Rampage quests involve defending Chimera from waves of monsters. Hunting installation, defend the stronghold. Ooh, what is this? Alright, we're gonna do this and we're gonna call it a day. Because it is about 12 o'clock and obviously you can hear my kids are starting to devolve into not listening again. But this looks pretty cool. It's waves of monsters?
Don't forget to eat.
Basically. I know I'm gonna piss someone off at some point with my opinion on this, but it's not really living if it doesn't have a heartbeat yet. That's why there's a time period that like they go, yeah, this is a person by the way, it now has a heart. That's when we probably shouldn't be doing that because at that point it's probably too late. But like, if you're like a month into finding out that you have a kid and you're like, I cannot handle a kid right now, this is not happening. Leave them alone.
Do you go for flavor of kissing?
Like, That's why it kills me whenever people stand outside the abortion clinic. Like, unless you have the paperwork to sign over this kid, bye, yeet. Like, I can't help your God put his soul into this thing and it didn't ask for it yet. Come on. Unless you sit outside that abortion clinic with paperwork to adopt, don't bother me. That's what I mean. Like, unless you're hurting me, I don't care. Abortion clinics, don't bother me. They do so much more too. Like, people don't realize that those Planned Parenthood clinics and all those have so many other services outside of abortion that when everyone says to defund Planned Parenthood, it kills me and drives me nuts. Because why? Well, that too. If the mother is at high risk of dying, you're gonna do what? Have a kid born without a mother? What? Or the kid could die during childbirth, which happens. Way more common than it should be with modern medicine, but it still happens. It result of sexual abuse. It's also, like, looking at the household, too. Like, there are a lot of horror stories that are on the news, like, every single day, where a child dies with an abusive parent. Like, at the age of, like, 4. The most I do is yell at my kids. Like, I can't imagine being in a house where I'd get beaten just for existing. And people don't see that. They're like, yeah, whatever.
Time to unleash my true potential.
How to defend against the horde. This is going to be interesting, because I don't know how this works.
Hey, hero.
Yeah, that too. Well, didn't... Not CSI. One Order SVU had that as like one of the themes in it. Because the one, I don't remember her name. The main character female that was with Stabler. I don't remember her name, and I've watched every single episode of SVU. Made up of many lesser monsters and a major threat that leads them. A horde ends once the time is up, or when all monsters have been repelled. There can be up to 3 hordes. The exact numbers indicated. Okay. But like, there's a whole episode about that where she talks about her being a result of abuse. So really failed the quest. Okay. Oh yeah, I got hit as a kid. Trust me. I'm not afraid. I've never had to, but I'm not afraid to have to use a belt. A belt was used on me like every time. But I've just never done that to my kids. Yeah. Sorry. You get to be chosen to be killed. My bad. Press enter installation and select the installation card. Use the selected card. See, this is the type of stuff that might get a little too complicated because I've never done this before. Set the installation. Hold any of the installation to remove. There's a limited number of hunting installations that can be set up in an area. Set more up, but that would replace older equipment currently unused by the hunter. Press A near the installation to remove it. Interesting. Need to put down the ballast there. Okay. Weird.
Listen up.
I'll tell you more about using the ballista.
Let's move on.
Next hunting installation. I'm waiting for him to finish telling me about things. Where'd he go? Okay, he's right there. He would have just did all that just to jump around. Okay. I'll defend the ballista. Okay.
Listen up. Let's move on.
So we'll just take over and set the next one.
Put down some artillery.
Where'd this dude... This dude just keeps flying all over the place. He keeps, like, zipping around just to do what he just did. I got hit with the belt a couple times. Rightfully so. There have been times where my mom had taken me into the closet and hit me because I was being bad. Rightfully so. It's time, Dragonators, can you stop? You're getting really close to being an example. No, you don't want to be an example. My ballista.
Do this. Give it a spin.
Oh. I have different shots too.
Look at this. Listen up.
Thanks again. The mental abuse thing too is that's different. At least that seems like it's different. Craig shot.
Listen up.
You can have
You can do it.
Although on one hand, I have been told a couple times I'm not gonna be good enough, but then my dad like instantly took that back. He's like, "Yeah, I was just angry and took it out on you." Ah, that's a retreat shot. You want a hug too?
You can do it.
Retreat shots are strong, but you gotta time them.
Give it a try. Listen
Yeah.
up.
Oh, even now I don't like yelling. Like I've
Hold
yelled at
on
my kids
tight.
before, and I don't like yelling at them. I had to yell at them a moment ago because they were jumping off the table, and that's how my daughter almost got severely hurt. So that I yelled at them about, but I don't like yelling.
Hey, Dave.
Oh, really?
Something to tell you.
They're coming.
What do you have to tell me?
Because I'm so fast. I'm super duper fast. But I can't slow down when
You
I'm
can do it.
still going fast. When I just
me
slow down, I need to check something on my hand.
Can you go play, please? And thank you. Have a nice day. It's like a weird tower defense kind of thing. Like, I like it, but I'm so confused.
Look at that.
Is that more?
What?
Is that better than?
Wait, what better?
That's better when you run so super duper fast.
I'd like you to not run.
This should do.
Yeah, oh yeah, I lied a lot. So the funny part is, with my sister and everything, is she gets in a lot of trouble because she's a bad liar. Meanwhile, I was a fantastic liar. She's bad at it. She is so bad. Also, you're seeing the wonderfulness of my Joy-Con drift because it's starting to kick in. Every time it looks up like that, it's because of that.
Stand your toe.
Whoop. Okay, that's weird. Okay, cannon unlocked.
Excellent. Gotta protect. Look at that.
Propel the gate crasher type.
Defend the gate.
Grayson, stop, buddy. Oh, weird. How am I supposed to defend against something I can't see? What? Oh, Big Chungus is, of course, the gate crasher. Okay. Those other shots take forever to load.
Well done.
It's such a weird type. Defending against the rampage in the following ways can help experience points, defeating monsters, complete sub-assignments, afflicting monsters with status and blights.
Oh,
Okay. Horde material, ice barrel bomb. Okay.
sweet.
I honestly don't know what one I want to use. I will say that this thing just landed on top of the bomb and blew it up. That was good. I can capture them too. I wonder if you get like a net type thing.
Listen up.
What's a person? Okay. I'll get up in a second. We'll get you a drink. I need to get off this, please.
Listen up.
I keep holding on to the aim button, like I'm still trying to aim, and I don't have to. It's automatically doing it. You guys are dropping anything.
That making me so fat. I couldn't stop.
There's a lot of that going on, and my only thing on that is there's obviously a market for that kind of thing. But they definitely need to, like, it's the ones that do that and then don't set their stream up for rated M, for mature.
Okay.
Those are the ones that, like, are a big problem. Oh my god.
They're coming.
I'm moving by myself, by the way. That's because my stick drift is acting up again. I've seen that a couple times. Like my if a counter signal is deployed, it will boost hunters' morale. I don't know. Sure. Like there have been times I've logged into Twitch and the first thing I see is someone dancing. It's like, that's odd. Yeah. Twitch or YouTube's ridiculous with that. Like, every time I try and upload a video onto there, like I take the streams and I like cut out like the BRBs or the pauses where I talk to my kids and do that kind of thing. And it's annoying because you have like an option where you have to set it like if it's age appropriate for kids or not. Like I shouldn't have to do that. On one hand, I do understand like having to put something like this stream is 18 plus. But there is a mature option on here. It's just it shouldn't have to be a thing. Also, the same thing is if people think that they're getting their views stolen by someone that's dancing around in a bikini, that's something different. Because I've always argued that they're not the problem, it's probably you. Like, my content's not funny at all. I'll admit that I'm meh. I could do better. So my views aren't getting taken away just because Jessica Negri decides to, you know, stream half naked.
Assume defensive position.
My views are down because I'm doing something like Monster Hunter, not Call of Duty. The whole DMCA thing drives me nuts too, because I'd rather them not have anything like that. What's it telling me to do? I'm gonna talk to Master Sushi. Okay.
If it isn't Kimura's brightest
The stronghold will increase before. As the stronghold level, you'll get Dragon Eater. Quick stun, no slices. Dragon Eater. Spirit thrust out. Gnarly weapon. Yeah. I've done that too. Hasten repair times, destroy installations 2.
Give him a warm welcome.
Okay. I just yeet myself into here? Now where'd he go? Dude, stop jumping all over the place.
ready to thrash?
Holding it over any setup installation to dismantle them. I'm not too worried about what he was just telling me. What is it?
Don't let me down. They're
Fugan the
coming.
Elder? What? I just summoned an old man onto the
Don't
battle.
worry about it. You can do it.
Can I install a platform? Dragon Bait?
Assume defensive position.
Ah.
Gotta protect the village.
Yeah, that's why I don't. That's what I mean. There's a market for it, clearly.
Don't let me down.
A car just went by and I thought it was like,
Defend the gate.
I don't even know. That was a cow. I was like, what is happening? What we got here?
This should do.
This.
Gotta protect the village.
This. Get back to my position. You know what? What just happened? That dude just killed all 3 of them in one hit. What the fuck? I was laughing because there's a dude that had like a really bad take on TikTok about it, and everyone was shitting on him for it. Because again, it's like one of those opinions where he was like, "Oh, I'm not getting views because this girl's dancing around on stream in her underwear." It's like, that's not the problem. You can do that too.
Look at this.
Nothing's stopping me or Trap over here from streaming in a dress. Literally nothing. I've literally made a TikTok where I had a skirt on. I didn't care. Like, I can't blame the quote-unquote titty streamers because my shit's bad. It's bad because I'm bad. Or I'm having an off day and I just don't want to deal with it. Like this morning. Ooh, I need to get him to go away. Okay. Ooh.
That's how you do it.
This is such an interesting battle. I love this. There's a couple of... I don't remember their names. I see them on TikTok every so often. There's literally a dude who streams in dresses and kilts and wears makeup and everything like that. And he's actually funny to watch. Like, people get mad at the girls who do that, and then you have that guy who's having a really bad take. It's like, you realize, like, someone... I don't watch Nick Merck's stuff at all, but he streams, like, shirtless half the time, or at least he used to. There's people like Tyler1 who used to stream League of Legends in, like, a very small tank top. And the dude's jacked, so he knew what he was doing.
They're coming.
It's like, you're mad for what reason?
Listen up. Reliable as always.
If my wife had a dress that fit, I guarantee you, for the sake of doing the joke, I would 100% wear a dress.
Now's our chance.
That's funny.
Attention, please.
Final gauge status. We're talking about the final gauge status. These things aren't even close to getting to it.
You can place some artillery again.
Counter second. This is an awesome fight. Oh, whoa, shit. I didn't realize there was a Woodroth here. Or not a Woodroth, the Tetradon. What are you doing attacking? Oh, he's attacking the cannon. What is he doing? I need to go over here. Do I have a... What are you? Oh, there's a Dragonator over here. Oh, that thing just straight up speared that. It's such a cool mode to add to a Monster Hunter game. Like, you don't expect something like this at all, and then it's like, here you go. Suddenly, tower defense. There's a game I used to play called Defense Grid that did the exact same thing. It was like my favorite tower defense game. Oh, I want to shoot at you. Oh.
We can rest easy for now.
That's all I had to do. Okay. That was actually pretty cool.
Excellent.
Do I get to carve it? I do get to carve the Great Ruggy. Okay.
Good job.
That is pretty cool. I like that mechanic. There was like something like this in the world where you had to like fight giant Titan-like monsters, and you had to shoot like ballistas at it, and Dragonators are in the arena and everything. That's pretty cool that they made like a whole tower defense mode for it. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Yeah, see, that's a little much, because you chose to go into the men's room to do that. Like, that's not his problem. It's the male changing room. What? I say fuck it. Unisex changing room.
Good job, buddy.
Oh, I know. I don't go into the bathroom with my daughter to begin with. Like, I couldn't. If I went to the women's bathroom with my daughter so she can go to the bathroom, like, in a women's restroom, I guarantee you I would be slapped out of this world by someone. But my wife going to the men's bathroom to do that would be, like, slightly less. It's weird. You know what? Fuck it. Unisex bathrooms for everyone.
Looks like things have calmed down a bit.
Everyone's getting the same bathroom. I don't care.
Elder Fugen wants us to go back to camp.
Oop, don't want to pause that. Oh, what is that thing? Oh, the Magnum Holo. I think. There's like one big monster in this one that like started all this nonsense. Yeah, it's that. It's Magnemala. I don't know. Oh, that's not good. Is he really gonna whip a badger up? Yeah, he did.
Whoa, this one looks really strong.
Do I have to fight this thing? Please don't. No, it ends. Okay. Rampage completion rank B. Weird. Okay. Better tickets. I wonder if I just killed him out of order. That's bizarre. That's why I hated being a CSM, because I was a male CSM, and anytime I had to go into the women's bathroom, I always had to announce that I was coming in. Because the one time someone didn't, that was also a guy, he got, like, screamed at by the customer, and, like, we had to change that policy. It was so dumb. Can you two not? Like, what's going on today with you two? You two woke up today choosing violence. It's starting to get less, thankfully. I hope I like it. Hope I like. Garb of Glad Tidings? Oh my. Do you get an owl? I've never used the owl, so I don't know what the hell it does. I ignored the training on it. But, you know, it does something. I can do 3-star quest now? Sweet. What is that? The rampage changes every time you set out on a quest. This includes standard quest. The rewards change from the rampage depend on the difficulty denoted in the quest board. The monsters encountered, blah, 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 blah. Multiplier.
Do you want to take on the calamity?
An Arzaros, 3-star. That's not happening. There was a lady I used to work with who was trans and used to go by I think his name was actually Patrick before he changed to Trish. Nicest person I've ever met.
Here's the quest list.
Actually, nicer than most women that I know. I used to get so mad at people at work whenever they would give her flack. I'm sorry, her. They'd give her flack, and it was like, really? She's doing a better job than you are, and you're over here being a douche. Meanwhile, I accidentally said he instead of her. I'm the dick. Okay. I don't unlock anything new from this dude. Ramp up weapons. Materials available exclusively from Rampage rewards can be used to grant designated Rampage skills for each weapon type. Select the weapon you would like to activate Rampage skill. Is set. It is equipped to the weapon's Rampage slot. It cannot be freely removed, but most can be overwritten by another Rampage skill or removed through a rollback. If you would like to try a new Rampage skill, it's also to restore the weapon's last. Select the Rampage skill with the arrow icon next to it and simply set. Oh my god, that is so complicated.
There's nothing wrong with using
So I can take this, and in its slot, I can give it a Rampage skill. Interesting. That attack boost is not much. Huh. That is so insanely complicated. I love it. Oh, so you can just boost a certain stat to it. So like this one I'd probably boost like defense because it doesn't give me any defense. This one I'd probably boost small monster exploit. Increases damage to small monsters. Oh. That is cool. Increase damage to monsters afflicted by Fire Blight. Huh.
Come to me if you need new
Yeah, I'm gonna say this on that entire thing. I have met some trans people that are, I don't want to say convincing because I feel like that's a very derogatory term. I don't want to call them traps because that's definitely a derogatory term. And I don't want to do that and insult anyone. But there are some trans people that are I guarantee you, if I got in the situation, I didn't know that they were trans until getting in bed. I'd be like, you know what? I'm already here. Fuck it. So I give them credit too for trying to be who they want to be. You got stuff like body dysmorphia and stuff like that where, you know, if they don't feel like they're comfortable in what they're given, then, you know, they don't feel comfortable. That goes on my philosophy of if you're not bothering me or hurting me, that's fine. My one friend, he went to RIT to learn cybersecurity, and his logic up there was, I'm in a college that's primarily made up of dudes and trans women, all trying to learn how to do the exact same thing. The closest thing you get is either a fat chick, because at the time he was kind of like that. He's not like that anymore. He's exactly what it is. You either got a fat chick or a dude, and it's gonna be a 7 out of 7. So I've kind of adopted his philosophy of I don't care. If you're attractive, you're attractive. If you're not bothering me, you're not bothering me. I used to work in a restaurant, so I got hit on all the time because I was the busboy. And there was a reason why I was the busboy, because I got hit on, so we got better tips those nights. Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm sure if you got there and there was a little bit of a surprise there, then you'd be like, Oh god, that sounds like that would go very poorly, very quickly. Depending on the parent. I want to try a different weapon real quick. This might be the weapon I'd switch to next time I play. But now I'm invested in the story. If you guys aren't driving me nuts yet, I don't care. That's right. I forget this one is very hard to master. In a good way. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with this. Yeah, well, I think that's like a universal thing at this point. If you falsely accuse a guy of stuff like that, that's just not right. How do I charge this again? Okay, that. Okay. I might use the charge blade next. Keep hoping that kind of thing is becoming more of a standard philosophy instead of like a one-off situation. Just because you shouldn't be falsely accusing someone of something that they never did, or just because you got mad. Swing. I think the Watson goes until I stop hitting the A button. Don't remember. Yes, it does. Okay. just sit here and mash the A button. What kills me is people who do that. Like, they say that it is a sexually abusive situation, like, years after the fact. Just because either they regret it or something happened that wasn't agreeable to them and that kind of thing. Oh, can you do, like... 1, 2, 3... How do I do that again? Charge this up. Jesus fucking Christ, kids. Now they're jumping off the fucking couch again. Alright. At this point I'm kind of just digging around because I'm going to use a different weapon next time I play. And I'm thinking it's going to be either the switch axe or the charge blade because, you know, switch energy and fucking explosives. But I'm going to call it a day. For the sheer fact that these two are getting stupid? Isn't that a nice way of putting it? Jumping things off? What's the whole thing like? Yeah. See, I said that and I looked at chat again. It's like the whole thing with Johnny Depp versus...